Hello, welcome back to my channel Lomzy Sews. In today's sewing tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this Milkmaid dress. Trust me guys, it's very simple and is beginner friendly. If this is what you like to learn, make sure not to skip any part of this video because we are going to be doing cutting and stitching tutorial and it's going to be detailed. I made this with 3.5 yards of crepe fabric. You can use chiffon, thick chiffon. You can use silk. Yeah, African fabric will also be good. So the measurement I'm using is this one you're seeing on the screen now. You can screenshot that in case if this is your same type of measurement. First, I'm going to square out a line and this line is going to serve as the shoulder line. So next, I'm going to take all the vertical measurements from there. First, I'm going to take shoulder to the armhole, which is 9 inches, and mark it, and under bust line 13 inches and mark it. Then the waistline is 16 inches, I'll mark it. I'll go ahead and square these lines out. So this is the armhole line, this is the under bust line, and then this is the waistline, also known as half length. So armhole, under bust, and waistline. So next thing we're going to get is the shoulder divided by 2. 16 inches divided by 2, which is 8 inches. I mark it, and then I'm going to drop that on the armhole line and connect it like this. Next is the neck width. So I'm going to use the neck width of 2.75 and then come down 1.5 for shoulder slope. We don't really need this, but just for us to get the armhole curve. So next I'm going to get the bust circumference divided by 4 plus ½ inch for ease, and I mark it. And then on the waistline, I'm going to do waist divided by 4 and mark it. You add ½ inch is also on the waistline. So I'm going to connect this straight. To mark the armhole curve, I'm going to divide this place into 2 and then come in by ½ inch. And then I'm going to connect this with my armhole curve to the side seam like so. So this is a guide, just a guide. So we're going to be working on the Milkmaid effect proper. So here I'm going to come down 6.5 inches. This is the length of the Milkmaid top. So I'm going to connect this line straight like this. And then on here, I'm going to come in 1 inch to increase the armhole curve. Can you see? So that's why I told you this is just a guide. So this is the armhole curve that we're going to be using both for the front and the back. Next is for me to draw the cup. For me to draw the cup, I'm going to come down 10 inches. You can use your armhole line to do this also. So I'm going to go in ½ inch and then connect it to the under bust line. So I'm just going to mark the bust span so that it will help me and guide me to draw the cup. So I'm going to come in this way from the side seam like 2 inches, and then I'm going to draw the cup touching that 2 inches and the under bust line like this. And also I'm going to turn the curve ruler this way to connect this like so. So next is for us to make the cup for the Milkmaid. We are going to extend this up, this ½ inch. Just take it up like you see me doing. I'm going to connect it straight like this. So this place is going to be off, and then we continue here like this. So this is the cup. So this will be for both the front and the back. Later I will cut the cup, but for now let me just cut this. I'm going to use this pattern to cut out the back just the same way it is. The only difference is the cup area. So first of all, after cutting this, I'll use it to cut out the back. So this is the back. As you can see, it's exactly the same thing with the front, and this is the center back. So I'm going to cut out this place that I told you that is off so this is totally off. Make sure you notch this place so that you know where your cup will start from. So I'm just going to cut out this to separate them. The cup will be separate and the lower part of the bodice. So we're going to be using this cup and slash and spread it to make the Milkmaid. So I've slashed and spread it. I made it into 5 places. It depends on how big your cup is. So you can do 4 inches, you can do 6, you can do 6 pieces, any one you feel like. So I'm going to spread this. So what I have in between them, make sure you notch that place. What I have in between them is 2 inches. So I'm just going to add sewing allowance here and make sure I still notch this place so that I know where the cup will start from. I'll go ahead and add ½ inch sewing allowance all around. Also, for the top part of the cup, I'm going to add 1 inch for elastic casing. So you can decide to make it 1.5, anyhow you want that place to be, but I want mine to be 1 inch so that I'll use that area for elastic casing. So as you can see, all the patterns for the top part is ready. Remember, I didn't add any sewing allowance to this. The only place I added sewing allowance is the cup. So I went ahead to cut this out, and for the front I added 1 inch to increase the length of the waistline. Next, I'm going to use my lining to turn this place here and also here, and for the back I'm going to also sew the neckline. So you turn that neckline. I'll go ahead and add zip and everything for the back. Then for the Milkmaid, the cup of the Milkmaid, remember to do a notch here. So that place I notch, I'm going to hem ½ inch and then make the elastic casing. So first of all, do this first before you do the elastic casing. So this is it for the back. And for the front, I also have sewn this, and for the cup I have also done this and left the space for the strap. Or you can use elastic here or you can use strap, anyone you feel like. So this is me passing the strap into this place. Make sure to pin this down and you sew it. And for the lower part, I'm going to gather this area, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch this. Remember, this place will notch. You start from there and end on the other side. I'll do the same thing to the other side. So this is it after I was done sewing that. We are going to be making the lower part, the skirt part. You can see my pattern is folded into 2. So here I'm going to get the waistline divided by 2. I'll mark it here. It's an A-line skirt. So on the hemline, I'm going to make the hemline. You know, this is not up to, it's supposed to be 43 inches, but this is not up to, it's like 36 inches. So at that 36 inches, I'm just going to do 19 inches. When I get to the fabric, I will increase the length. So I'm just going to connect this like so to make an A-line skirt. I'll be using this for both the front and the back, and also for the slit. So when I get to my fabric, I will increase the length. I'll go ahead and cut this out. So for the center, front and back, I'm going to lower this by 0.75 and connect this like so. I'll just go ahead and cut this off so that the skirt part will relax properly. Next is for us to make the slit in front. So this is for both front and back, but I'm going to mark the line for the slit. So just, you can use your bust span measurement and draw this line. Depends on where you want the slit to be, but I used 3.5 inches, so I'll just go ahead and connect this. And for the slit, I want it to be at 16 inches. So here I'm going to notch this on my fabric to know where the slit will stop. So I'm going to open my fabric like this and cut this separately for the front, and then I'm going to leave it like this and cut it out for the back. So this is the front, this is the front, the side that has the slit. So after cutting this, I just folded this side in. Can you see? I'll use this one to cut out the other side. So this is its 2 pieces, as you can see. I'll just go to my machine now and I'm going to sew this straight, and then I'm going to make slits here. Just fold it into two to make the slit. So this is it after making the slits. Can you see? Next, I'm going to bring the top part of the dress. So I'm going to place it right side facing together like this and sew it. I have also sewn the back and added the zip. So this is the back and added the zip. So I'm going to place this back right side facing together like this and close the side seam. Also do the same thing to the other side. So after sewing it, then we're going to do is the sleeve. So my fabric is folded into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is for me to mark the cap height. I'm going to be using 3 inches for the cap height, and I'll mark it here. And then the length of the sleeve, I'm going to make it 30 inches. This is the whole of this is 30 inches, so I'm going to use that 30 inches. And then I use 12 inches for the round sleeve. So I'm just going to connect this like this. Just connect it like that, nothing serious, like as if you're making a gathered sleeve. So this is it. Next is for me to mark where the elastic is going to be here. So from here I'm going to come up 8 inches and I will notch it. So this is where I'll be adding the elastic. So what you're going to do is to open this up like this, and then you're going to place elastic here. I have 13 inches here, so you're going to use this to make the elastic. So this is it after making the elastic. Next, I'll go ahead to close the side, and then I've already hemmed the lower part. So this is it after closing it. I'm going to align the underarm to the armhole line, to the side seam, and sew it like this. Can you see? Wherever that stops, I will stop there, and this is how it's going to look. Next, I'm going to fold in 1/2 inch like this and sew it round to make casing for elastic. So I'm going to pass this elastic is like make it like 10 inches or more if you're on the plus size. So I'm going to pass this elastic into this space that I've made elastic for the elastic casing. So guys, can you see how simple this is? If you enjoyed this video and you learned something new, let me know in the comment section, and remember to give this video a thumbs up. I'll go ahead and hem the lower part, and guys, after making this is the final look. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if this is your first time coming across my channel. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always supporting and engaging on my video. I'll see you guys in my next video.